it's Carolee from Wise Woman Ways, and I'm out of, you know, goddess, wise woman, wizard school, and I'm back home, and I missed it a lot, and I just want to show you my little, oh, my dog went a running, my little view for a minute. I don't know if it's gonna work. Don't know if you can see. Oh, you can't see the ocean. Anyway, it's all ocean over there too, but it's kind of cloudy. But anyway, I'm making me some breakfast, and I gotta do my own thing now because they let me do a lot in the hospital, but I haven't been grocery shopping. But I wanted to tell you what I'm making for, you know, my wise woman breakfast. Um, it's sort of paleo-ish, gaps-ish. It's not so carnivore-ish anymore. I'm trying to think of a new diet, but I hate the word diet. I'm trying to think of a new, you know, Cauldron's Brew, stew, wise woman wellness, wealthy food formula. There you go. So, I'll come up with a shorter name eventually. I made me some hamburger. Sometimes I add, whoops, some beef heart in there. I didn't have any this morning. And then I put a lot of grass-fed butter in there. And I use grass-fed butter because it has vitamin K, which is, guess what, really good for alopecia. I cooked it maybe a little too long. But I'm not super clean. You know, I was in the hospital, so I wouldn't get kicked out, but I'm actually a little on the messy side. You know, I'm like the antichrist of Martha Stewart, although I love Martha Stewart, and I could watch her endlessly, but I just could never be her. There's times I tried in my life, thought I had to be organized, and, you know, I wasn't good unless I wasn't organized, but no, I know I'm good enough no matter what. So, I'm adding to this. I'm trying to cook, film, one hand, don't, you know, put a chunk of goat cheese in there. I have a local farmer that I get goat cheese from, but I have been in the hospital, got to school, graduated. You can go see my other videos about that. But this is not her goat cheese because I haven't had time to go over there yet since I got out of the hospital. But I'm going to cook that down. I actually think, you know, I want a little more. I am on a little bit of medication from the hospital, which I haven't been on in, I don't know, it's been close to a year. But, you know, when I lived in California near the equinox, the world spins like this, but when I got up here, it kind of spins a little faster, and the light like comes and goes really fast, and the season changes super fast, and I think, you know, I could eventually do without medication if I put together enough rituals. You know, part of our problem is we don't have a fireplace, and we have all this unnatural light. Anyway, I could go on and on about how I feel like if I had introduced some old school Inuit rituals that maybe I wouldn't need a little medication. But the fact of the matter is, even though I want to be, oh, the dog's barking, even though I want to be like an old school Inuit, and there was a time that I lived on a reservation in Arizona. You want to come in, bud? Or you want to go play? There's lunch? Or you just want to play a game? Oh, you do want to come in. What was I saying? Oh, and they adopted me into the tribe and gave me a name and everything. And there's a part of me that really wants to be an old school Inuit / American Indian. But the fact of the matter is, I'm not one. And so I'm on a little medication, And what I have learned with all my, you know, they're not real PhDs. I mean, in the sense that I didn't get like a diploma from a college to get a PhD in nutrition or, you know, how to treat schizophrenia, bipolar, everything I've been diagnosed with nutritionally. But I feel like I have a couple PhDs because I have read everything there is to read. And ketogenic diets, high-fat diets, are low-carb diets are very good for people with mental illnesses, not only because the high fats are very good for the brain if you're doing really high-quality fats, but also when your brain burns ketones instead of glucose, it's calming to your, you know, brain and parts, and it's also very good for the gut. I'm like, it's not called allergic, but like I can't eat a lot of fruits and vegetables and all kinds of healthy things because I have leaky gut. You can look that up, and that's why I have arthritis and you know, alopecia and a couple other things. And we're almost done here. I did burn it a little. I like to scrape it off. You may be able to do a high-fat, low-carb vegan or vegetarian diet, but I have found beef organs to be one of the most healing things and goat milk to be one of the most healing things for my particular issues. I had come to a point in my life where I surrendered and was willing to go vegan or vegetarian or whatever it was that I needed to do to heal my body, but you know, I don't know what to call it yet. My wise woman goddess formula for food that heals me, I'll come up with a diet, is not vegan or vegetarian. Okay, so that's the goat. I don't have the heart. Whenever I have a headache now, if I have like a third of a cup of heart, it goes right away. I think it's because heart has, you know, a lot of CoQ10 that my body can actually absorb, and CoQ10 really helps all the mitochondria in the brain and just have a lot of inflammation, root canals, and all kinds of stuff. But anyway, be telling you more about that. I do get distracted and go a lot of different directions, but today I'm just teaching you how to make hamburger, goat yogurt, fermented food stew that I'm going to eat the rest of the day because this meant a little teeny baby. I had to really work with the doctors to get it to be baby doses, but still making me a little nauseous and dry mouth, and I may come off it, you know, who knows, but I'm on it for now because the world's a spinning up here and we're adding like minutes and minutes and minutes of darkness a day, and soon it's going to be real dark and not much light, and then you're going to get used to that, and then all of a sudden light, and then it's going to be light, you know, till 2 in the morning or whatever. But I haven't quite figured out how to adjust yet, so a little medication helping me out, trying to see if I can get over the nausea. You know, it's really good with medication and nausea. Goat cheese, raw goat milk. There's nothing better that coats the stomach as long as you don't have, you know, a dairy, what do you call it, allergy. If you have a dairy allergy, it means you have leaky gut. You could fix that if you were interested. You know, go look up Dr. Axe, Dr. Mercola. I'm trying to think of who else I follow. I follow all kinds of people about leaky gut. Whole other subject. I'm making breakfast. Fermented chimichurri sauce that I made from foraged stinging nettle, foraged dandelion greens. I don't grow, I want to have a little garden soon, but cilantro, parsley. My husband cooks other stuff in the home, and sometimes he has some little leftover herbs for me. Cilantro, parsley. Can't really do kale and, you know, some other greens right now, but the herb greens, very good for me. So I'm going to turn that off. And I'm going to add, I did make this into a chimichurri sauce, so it was just fermented greens, which means salt water and chopped up greens. But now, I've added some olive oil, some garlic powder, onion powder. I don't think there's anything else in there. A little olive oil. I like it a little spicier, but I can't do any spices right now quite yet. I tried to do some yesterday, and that's why I wasn't feeling so good. It was a really bad idea when I just started taking medication. So, spoonful. I like to add a little bit of the juice. I don't like to cook my fermented foods